Hey everybody, happy Monday. Ooh, glad you're here with me live today. Also, if you're watching on replay, thanks for being here. I want to talk about, is it time to raise the bar? In certain instances of my life, I've had to look at mentors, and that is including as a young teenager, looking at two different aunties who would help me in certain area, a specific area of my life, meaning I liked to make my own clothes. And so I had two aunties who were very good seamstresses, and they would encourage me. I could get constructive advice, not criticism. Although constructive criticism, I prefer constructive advice where it's not demeaning, but it lifts me up and encourages me to go forward. Too many people want to lift themselves up by giving you advice, and it's not based on their experience or expertise in this area. So I always laugh when somebody who is not even a paralegal yet is telling me that certain things are absolutely necessary when they're not even in the career. That goes for, you don't need to go to school. You absolutely do not. But you've got to have foundation skills. And I always say this, if you're in school, you're already in this paralegal studies program, continue. And then graduate, but watch my video on YouTube under Leslie Williams 126 right here, why I removed mention of my higher education. Okay, you can search for that right on the channel. Very important for you to watch that. Whether you're in school or not, you might have gotten a degree in English or a degree in political science, and now you're looking at the paralegal field. That video is vitally important for you. And no, do you have to listen to it? No, it's constructive advice. So, I talked to you about never listening to naysayers and dream killers, right? Well, when people give you advice, they should be coming from a base of experience in the field. If you're looking at this field, which you probably are because you're on this channel, then who are you really listening to? And here's what happens. Let me go over some of these. When you ask for constructive advice, it should be from someone who understands the career or the issues that go with it, okay, and what you need from rock solid experience. So if you talk to somebody or ask questions of somebody who has experience in the field, they can assess where you are right now. You have to do a self-assessment. That's why I tell you foundation skills, then you build on top of it. What are foundation skills? Well, the typical very good office skills: answering the phone, typing, filing paperwork, Microsoft Word. Go check out the advanced skills. Look on YouTube for advanced skills in Microsoft Word. Learn them, okay? Place it on your resume. If you heed the advice of that person, are you seeing improvement? Now, of course, that means you have to jump over some hurdles and blast through barriers that are in your path as well. It's not all on the person giving you advice, but you should be able to see improvement as you go. The constructive advice from this person is going to stretch you, and sometimes you'll be afraid because you're learning things that you have no familiarity with, right? But it should stretch you. That advice should be like, no, why don't you try this way? No, it's not always that you have to have a 2-year degree, correct? Oh, does that stretch people when I say that? It does, because if you're in school, it's like, oh my gosh, like I don't believe that, or am I wasting my time? No, just finish, but follow take seriously what I say in that video I've already mentioned, okay? you feel a nudge in your spirit from God to go towards this career. Now you're saying, I don't know what you mean by that, Leslie, but I don't feel a nudge. I don't feel anything in my spirit. I don't feel that I'm being pulled towards this career. I just want to make a boatload of money overnight. Well, that's not going to happen. I can guarantee that. You won't be making a boatload of money for a while, if at all. It depends on what city you work in and what kind of chops you end up with. And that doesn't happen in the beginning. So do not go at this as if you won the lottery. No. So the most important thing is, are you supposed to be in this field? Is it something that lights a fire in you? Do you have passion? Get my book, Legal Break-In, Kindle or paperback. You're getting an insider's view. Does that, after you read it, and yes, you have to read it, does that light your fire? No? Then I would not go further down this path. If it lights your fire, then you do more research. And I would get in my free webinar I'm hosting tomorrow, where I'll talk about the first and second day on the job and what it's like. You need to know that. I can guarantee if you had a job and you were starting tomorrow or you were starting Wednesday, you would be at this webinar. Attend this webinar. It's important for your future, okay? And well, how do you enroll? You just go to paralegalcoffeetalk.com and look at pop-up paralegal break-in webinar, and that will be at the top. You just click that, scroll down, fill out the forms so that I get your email address, and then I will send you an invitation to our private group later on this afternoon. Be sure that you look in your spam folder. Remember what I'm saying. Look in your spam folder, because sometimes they go in there and people don't think they got the email. So I would love for you to attend this, whether it's live or on replay. It will be tomorrow noon Eastern time, but it will be in our private group. That group will be up for a week, and then I'll take it down. That way you can watch it on replay. If you attend live tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern, I will be giving away some gifts, okay? So love to see you there. And the third thing is, consider taking the Paralegal Inner Circle course when I launch it again at the end of May, beginning of June. It will do nothing but help you, okay? So when you feel that, yes, this is for me, then you have to make sure you're listening to the people who have your best interest at heart, but also have experience in this field, okay? Sometimes the criticisms, it's not, it's constructive criticism. I don't like that. I like constructive advice that's going to nudge me to go forward. How about you? I like, when I've had somebody say, you're a good writer, but you have to look at both points of view when you write. That's what my psych teacher told me in senior year of high school. I was being extremely opinionated and not looking at both sides. He wanted papers that showed that. Not every paper has to show both sides. It helped me understand that I did have some strengths in that area, and that made me happy from somebody who was making people write a lot of papers, that he liked what I was writing. So that inspired me to go further. When I know that my book, Legal Break-In, has helped people, that inspires me to go further. When the course helps somebody or the videos help somebody, and the stuff that I do on these videos is giving you constructive advice, okay, from my experiences. And it's to do nothing but push you closer to your vision, or make you realize that you are destined to do something else. It should do one or the other. So when I wanted help in creating a budget and managing the little amount, the money, any money that I had coming in with my hubby, then we subscribed And what I mean by that is we liked what Dave Ramsey does to help with money. And so we go according to that. And, every penny's accounted for, and we're not buying stuff like, and spending. Honestly, I'm not spending a lot of money at Starbucks. Once in a while I go there, but I want to be sure that maybe once a year I can go somewhere on vacation, and I won't be able to if I don't know where my money's going. And so having a budget helped me. And so Dave Ramsey is a major expert in that area. No, he's not perfect, but he's much more of an expert than I could ever be. And I wanted to know what he was on to. He made a lot of mistakes himself, and then he wrote books about it. So when I do videos here, I'm giving you that advice. You can decide, I don't buy into that. I'm just going this way. That's your free choice, right? But it's to help you, and it's not criticism. It's just constructive advice. So it's there for you to absorb and take notes when you watch these videos, and then come on to the webinar tomorrow, and at least enroll so you're able to watch the replay. But come on live, because we're going to have a blast. All right, so that is it for today. Be careful who you listen to. They should be experts in the field, not somebody who has not managed cases or worked in litigation for many years, and estate planning and condemnation litigation. What else? So many areas of law, probate. And so my career has been well-rounded and not just focused in one area. There's been many areas. I even worked in the area of bar applicant matters and defending attorneys who've had bar complaints. Of course, I was the paralegal, and my attorney was my boss, and that was one of the best areas I've ever worked in. So that is not really an area of law, so to speak, but that was a lot of fun, and it was super interesting. So you never know where your career is going to take you. And be open to change, and be open to learning as much as you can from the people that know what they're talking about. And you're going to have to read, and you're going to have to research online, and you're going to have to up your game. If your foundation skills aren't the best, you're going to have to up it. And if you don't have foundation skills, you have to go get a job in an office somewhere where you're using typing, filing, Microsoft Word, answering the phones, and hone those skills, and then for a year, and then think about going into the legal field, okay? But you have to come with those foundation skills. You cannot do it without it. So have a great day. Thank you for being here with me live. And anybody who watches on replay, I appreciate you all. And don't forget, first step, legal break-in. Second step, I would say, get into this free webinar. Go to my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com. Click on pop-up paralegal break-in webinar, and look in your spam folder later this afternoon for the link that I'm going to send you to invite you to the private group, and then you can watch that exclusive content I'm going to put in there. Third step, end of May, beginning of June, will be the Paralegal Inner Circle course, which will be 40 plus videos. You sign up for that, get on the wait list. That is also on the website. You'll see Paralegal what's it say? Paralegal, I can't even think today, I'm tired. Paralegal Inner Circle class info on the website. Scroll down on that page and you'll see wait lists. Sign up for that. And don't think that you're going to get some special email about that. You just sign up and then come. I'll be sending emails out to you with special links to videos that aren't published anywhere, with special training this week. I have one training I did, and I'll send you that, okay? And so get on that list to make sure that you don't miss any emails. The other thing is, on the website, don't forget, on the right-hand side is a sign-up form where you can get a free chapter of my book. And lastly, before I say goodbye, is come see me at Paralegal Coffee Talk on Instagram. Would love to have you hang out over there. I'm going to be posting some pictures over there. It has nothing really, I don't go into a lot of stuff with the legal field over there, but just hanging out on Instagram, okay? All right, I may make announcements there, but it's really just to see everybody's pictures and hang out. So have a great one, and I'll talk to you tomorrow in the video that I'll do after the live webinar, okay?